Selamlar dostlar. Hepiniz Call of Juarez Gunslinger'ın 5. bölümüne hoş geldiniz. Biliyorsunuz ki önceki bölümde Jesse James adında birisini öldürdük. Sonrasında Jim ve Frank'in peşine düştük. Şu an o kısımdayız. Jim ve Frank'i arıyoruz. Sanırsam Güney Amerika kısmına gitmişler. Jesse James bu şekilde söyledi. Bakalım ne olacak göreceğiz. Lütfen beni Instagram adresimden, Twitch adresimden takip etmeyi unutmayın. Umarım severek izliyorsunuzdur, hoşunuza gidiyordur. Düşüncelerinizi yorum kısmında belirtmeyi unutmayın. Videoyu beğenmeyi ve kanalıma abone olmayı da lütfen unutmayın. Bakalım başlayan ne olacak göreceğiz. Tekrardan hoş geldiniz.
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. The perfect place to hide out from the authorities.
Ozark Dağları düşman bölgesi. Tren soygunundan bir süre sonra Winston'dayız. Tamam. Oo, %100 hasar. Ver hocam ver. Var ya bununla çatlatırız her yeri. Çektim silahı.
In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the Reds and were hiding out from
Hop.
the military found me first.
Yavaş.
They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Engines?
Yeah, they could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then.
Wow, ne bağırıyorsun yüzüyorsun? Vurma eşeğol eşek vurma. Çatır çatır vurup duruyorsun ikide birde. Ne otomatik silah var anlamadım ki. İkimiz de aynı silahı kullanıyoruz. Hop. Ne öv. Vurursun bak. Vallahi vurdu. Öyle oğlum. Allah baltayı sapladı bölüm ha. Kafayı yardım öyle işte. Kafayı delerim.
Hey, how about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul.
Viski güzeldir hocam. Açar.
Now, where was I? Indians, right.
Burada bir
I had
kan.
more than
Aa,
my share of run-ins with the red man. Like that time. Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir. You did.
Ah, of course I did. In
Oh.
fact, I could still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men.
nereden vuruyorsun Allah'ım? Hay Allah'ım ya boşa gitti şeyim. Alıp tane. Hocam öyle bir sıkıyorlar ki yemin ediyorum. Çok kalabalıklar.
And the darkness will grow until it consumes
Geber.
everything you are.
Herif seni. Of. Kafadan.
So,
Oof.
did you ever find it? Who? The man you are after.
Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
Mr. Graves, are you all right?
Ooh, death. Ooh,
Graves geçti. Kafayı buldu herhalde.
Won't you spare me over till another year?
Dur bakayım. Buna bakmak istiyorum.
What is this that I can't see, with ice cold hands taking hold of me. Well, I am dead.
Graves.
None
Kafa çakır.
can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or
Oy. Oy oy oy. Çekil hocam çekil. Dur şurada bakayım. Anam.
So are you gonna answer the
Taşlar
question?
geliyor.
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son of a bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing.
Çok pardon. Okay, güzel. Kamerada bazen küçük bir sorun oluyor. Kusura bakmayın, hemen bir gidip gelme oluyor. Bu kim hocam? Tepenin bu Frank James. Frank'i bulduk.
Well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close.
Hop. Çaprazdan vuruyor. Hop hadi. Hadi hadi. Çıktım, evet.
I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother
Allah.
Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well. He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me. And when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me.
İşlemeler Ranger çifte yok hocam. Şu an iyi bu. Allah.
Hell, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself.
Nerede hocam
At this
maalesef?
point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life
Allah.
killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
The James gang. Right.
Allah.
I finally found Frank holed up in his mountain cabin, and he was determined to have me dead.
Yiyimsi oğlum, yaktım çırağını senin. Bak ya. Oğlum ama olmaz böyle bak. Sen oradan ateş ediyorsun. Ben apaçık hedefim lan.
It was a
Şerefsiz herif.
pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite. On your person.
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Çok pardon dostlar.
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
Bir dakika, bir şey diyeyim. Ben oradan nasıl geçeceğim abi? Hı? Tamam, bir dakika. Allah Allah. Oğlum. Hocam şimdi bir dakika. Dinamit mi atacağız oraya? Bir dakika. Ben çözemedim şimdi. O mesafeden dinamit mi atacağım ben? Tamam. Okey. Okey, tamam. Allah. Gel lan, alayınız gelsin. Şalık herifler. Son bir tane daha. Lan lanet olsun ölmemiş ya. Hop. Geliyor. Ne o ya? Öyle çapa oturum işte.
Well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
With Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
Ne oldu?
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life. Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will. At this point, I just don't give a shit. I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else. You want Reed? Have at him. I never did like that bastard. I am done here.
Hocam bu öldürme işini
We
bize
parted in
bırakmıyoruz.
peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
Hadi be. Seni o kadar vurmak istiyordum ki. Cimbrit de demek ki burada. Yakın. Cam. Yapmadı hadi. Sorun olmasın lütfen. Beynini dağıttım ha. Hadi ya.
Not to let that murderer escape my revenge again.
So what happened with Reed?
Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts. But rather than wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke that son-of-a-bitch out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me. Son of a bitch! It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding. Why won't this asshole give up?
Bunları göster pislik herif. Abo. Oha. Beni kafana sıktım hocam ben yalnız. Hop. Önlüğü kafasına yedim ha. Allah kafayı patlat. Hop. Hop hop hop. Blok yaptı. Güzel.
Eventually, it was just me and
Reed
Reed.
çık ortaya. Seni pislik herif.
I had waited a long time to face him down, so I could repay him for what he did to my brothers.
Kafana yiyeceksin merak etme sen aşağılık herif.
And repay him I did.
Tam kafaya. Cimriyet gibi birine tabii ki onurlu öldürmeyeceğiz abi. Sonuçta bizim kardeşimizi öldürdü. Böyle bir şey olmaz.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame you never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
Bölüm 7'ye dönüş. White Bunch.
6 months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
Demek öyle ha. İyi, kötü ve ölü. Siles, John Ringo ve Jim Reed'den intikamını hemen almıştı. Ancak Roscoe Bob Bryant onun gazabından yıllarca kaçmıştır. Evet hocam.
40 years
Ne
I had waited
yapıyoruz?
to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers.
Wild Driver Dağları,
Not
Wyoming
even an
1910.
army of
Hemen
demons
hemen
could have
6 ay
stopped me
önce.
now.
Hatırlıyorsanız Wild Bunch adlı bölümümüz vardı. O olaylardan 6 ay öncesini anlatıyor sanırım. Hop. Hadi lan başka.
Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly
Başka
quickly,
nerede hani?
but the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant. That
Şurada
son
vardı.
of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he'd
Oh.
had to be close to 70.
Ne vurduk be?
For all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others.
Baş kesildiği ve sandığınız
For
kedi bu.
instance, did my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after? By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am. A man with no family, no friends, no purpose except shooting Bob Bryant dead.
Oy.
Nothing could stop me from taking his life.
O ne hocam
After
öyle?
that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that
Ver hocam,
fairy
al,
tale,
al.
you mean?
Suddenly it was 1910. Here I was, an old man roaming
Buraya
a
geçelim,
ghost
bir
town
dakika.
dead almost 2 decades.
Yeteneklerimize bakalım. Güzel. İnfaz. Yakında olan düşmanları infaz edebilirsin. Nişan alman birkaç kafadan vuruş yap. Bas ve basılı tut. Söyleyeyim. Okey. Bunu açalım. Oo, altın tüfek. Nice. Hop.
Town was falling apart, just like me.
Ses geliyor ama. Evde bir şey var mı burada çevresinde falan? Oraya girilecek bir yer yok anlasın. Okay. Hop.
But I wasn't about to call it quits.
Şurada bir şey var mı? Kurabiliyoruz mu? Kuramıyoruz. Okay. Hop.
Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Tabii ki vazgeçilmez lan, böyle bir şey olabilir mi?
Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks
Ha,
think
yeni
the
şeyler
town is
çıkıyor,
haunted,
güzel.
so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around.
Peki, şuradan gideceğiz ama tekrardan yetenek açalım. Şöyle. Şunda ne var? Ölüm hissinden sonra karşı saldırı yapmanı sağlar. Bu güzel olur. Gümüş çifte. Nice. Koşma sesi alıyorum şu an. Sesi geliyor. Burada bir şey var mı? Okey. Burada bir şey yok. Ha, bir dakika. Orada bir şey mi parlıyor? Evet. Kırıntı tabii ki. Bir dakika, buradan geldik. Bir dakika. Buradan geldik hocam. Tamam, okey. Burada tamamız. Şuradan mı gideceğiz acaba? Yok. Allah Allah.
I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse.
Allah.
But like I said,
Kaçılmıyor burada.
the bandits knew I was on to it. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
Eyvah. Hop. Oğlum buradan geçemiyoruz lan, ne alaka?
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here telling us the tale.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
Lan.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Bir dakika hocam,
You
şu
should
yukarıdan
put it like
gidemiyor
that,
muyum?
Jack.
Evet, okey.
Because when I woke up,
From the dead?
Haydi.
there was silence all around me.
Lan. Lan nereye gitti?
I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop. Here, there, even over there.
Aha.
So I am right. You are touched in the head.
Mr. Greaves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer, Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing. But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition.
Evet, kasabaya doğru yol aldı. Ne lan bu? Hocam, Cyrus kafayı mı yedin oğlum? Ne oldu lan
I
sana?
saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me.
Allah.
In the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remembered him.
Geçtim ama. Oğlum bildiğin hayalet mi vuruyoruz lan? Okey. Şurada mermi vardı. Ver.
Robert Olinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun. But no ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to the dogs.
Allah.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
Oldman Clinton. Hocam, Cyrus kafayı sıyırdı herhalde ya. Sahil bitti hocam, iptal. Ney? Oynanandan uzaklaşıyor muyum?
The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
Of. Oğlum ne oluyor?
George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond. Jesse,
Allah.
Woodson, James, and Jim Reed, each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy. Thought?
Oğlum. Lan ne oyun alanından uzaklaşacağım? Öleceğim lan. Nereden sıkıyor hocam o?
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh.
The Sundance Kid?
Nerede lan?
Like
Huh?
a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you'd seen him.
He was alive. Then I heard a voice called to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
Butch Cassidy. Sundance. Silas Graves. Oo. Bizim adam. Oha.
But the kid wasn't quite
Oğlum.
deceased. Not yet.
Takes more than one little bullet to kill the likes of me, partner.
Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos.
Shit. I was hoping I wouldn't have to kill you.
You won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first.
I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
Oğlum kimi vuracak lan, ne olacak?
Get this shit straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
You frittered it all away, Butch. Anna's mine. So is that damn money.
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
Bir dakika, şimdi hangisi? Meksika Antlaşması'ndayken. Haydi. Şu mu hocam? Hangisi lan?
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Oha! Bir dakika, o onu öldü. Final. Şifacı gri kurt Salih'e nefretin ve umutsuzun zehrinin onu devirmemesini sağlayacak esrarengiz bir öğüt vermişti.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob? There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Aha.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, your past always catches up with you.
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I've changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
Haydi. Ulan ben Bob mı lan? Hocam. Bağışlamayız oğlum. O kadar koşturduk lan. Yok abi. İntikam. Bağışlamam hocam.
Why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Here. I won't have it said that I left you with nothing.
Bu kadar zaman geldiysek abi bunun intikamını alacağız.
So be it.
Aynen öyle olacak. Aynen öyle olacak Bob.
Holy shit! Molly, move against that wall. Go!
Seni var ya yaktım oğlum. Sen bittin. Sen var ya bittin.
Oh my god! Oh Jesus!
Seni adi herif.
Did you know it was him all along?
Cassidy told me Bob was in Abilene before he died. But I wasn't sure Ben was my man until he revealed how much he knew about Ringo and Reed. The coin, of course. Well, that was the last nail in that particular coffin.
I better go get the sheriff.
Bence
You
de.
okay, boy? You're looking mighty shook up.
Dwight, maybe you best go home. Young Eisenhower here is leaving for West Point tomorrow. He shouldn't get caught up in something like this.
I think I might head out myself at this juncture. Unless you want to stop me.
İntikamımızı çok güzel bir şekilde aldık. Bu kadar geldik abi.
Mr. Graves.
Bağışlama gibi bir şey
So
olamaz.
where are you going now? Now that you had your revenge.
Doesn't really matter, does it? As I've sold my soul for it, and will never again walk with those I have lost.
Wow. Abi çok iyiydi be. Kısaydı, güzeldi. Çok hızlı bir şekilde ilerledik ama abi oyun çok güzeldi ya cidden. Bayıldım. Tek kelimeyle şuradan devam et diyelim. Geçelim. Yeni oyun modu. Okey. Abi bu seri de bitti. Çok güzeldi. Gayet güzel bir şekilde ilerledi. Ben bayıldım. Bilmiyorum sizin hoşunuza gitti ama çok güzeldi. Türkçe için oyun çevir ekibinin eline sağlık. Çok güzel olmuş. Bu oyunu bize Türkçe bir şekilde sundukları için teşekkürler tekrardan. Bundan sonra farklı bir western tarzı oyunu tabii ki Red Dead Redemption 2 gelecek. O bomba seriyi, o bomba oyunu oynayacağız tabii ki. Rockstar'ın en iyi oyunlarından birisi. Bakalım orada neler yaşanacak göreceğiz ama Call of Juarez abi müthiş cidden kaliteli bir yapım olmuş. Kısa ama bir o kadar eğlenceli güzel bir oyun olmuş. Red Dead Redemption 2'de görüşmek üzere. O da çok güzel olacak. Farklı bir seri olacak. Bayağı uzun bir seri olacak o bizim için. Bakalım. Beni Instagram adresimden, YouTube'dan takip etmeyi lütfen unutmayın. Twitch adresimi takip etmeyi unutmayın. Videoyu beğenmeyi ve yorum yapmayı unutmayın dostlar. Görüşmek üzere. Dikkat edin kendinize. Bay bay.